Here we go!
It's time for TSS Fantasy.
It is Commissioner Cooper.
Greatest time of the year, and if you are praising fantasy Jesus,
I'm easy like Sunday
good
morning.
stuff.
Happy Sunday, happy early morning trash football game.
That's why I'm easy.
We're back, baby! Let's go!
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
Aaron Rodgers, like I almost got banned off TikTok for the thing that's
That's why I'm easy.
He has had some nagging hamstring issues
I'm
over
easy
the
like
years.
Sunday morning.
My beloved Jets are trash.
That's why I'm easy. I'm easy like Sunday morning.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. It is Commissioner Cooper, and you're waking up with TSS Fantasy.
Yeah!
Where's Fred, bro? That's all I got to say. I just sent him the
I'll
text.
text
like,
him.
What the hell, bro?
What you saying? You didn't like my yeah? You didn't.
No excuses.
I thought my laugh
Oh, no,
yeah was
yeah,
actually
good.
coming from the
Yeah.
heart this time.
No, that was
Man, I'm
sounded-
out of here. I'm out of here. The
No,
disrespect.
I actually thought we were sounding like in championship form, so I think it goes along with the show today. All right, it's championship weekend. We got a few things to cover this morning, so let's get it started. We'll do the intros first. Welcome into the studio, Justin Jesus Herrera. Good morning to you, sir.
Oh, good morning. I am enjoying the fact that now I can go to golfing, but now it's snowing, so I can't go golfing. So,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
When a door opens, God comes in and shuts it right back. That's what you do. You got to watch these teams that you hate play today.
Yeah, but at least it's, nice, cozy, sit and watch football weather. You can look at it that way, at least. Let's also welcome in the studio, Ballers Meg. Welcome into the studio this morning.
Hey, I mean, I can't relate to Justin because I've been available for playing golf for the last 6 weeks and still haven't, despite there being no snow. But I'm happy that it's cozy football season, and I'm happy that we've got some exciting playoff games today.
Yeah, some really exciting championships. Really excited for it. And I know someone else is. Carl from Patriots Touchback Podcast. Welcome in, my friend.
Good afternoon. Good morning, everybody. Hope we're all well. Hope we're well. Yes, because I live down in the south of the United Kingdom, we get no snow at all. Well, I say snow, we get good slush. We just don't get good snow. So, yeah, but looking forward to it nonetheless. And yeah, the nerves will kick in I'll probably say in about 6 hours' time.
I'm sure they are. Let's also welcome in Greg OJ, the Juice is Loose Mayor. Welcome in, my friend.
Good morning, everybody. And I've been waiting to golf since week 1 of the NFL season because the Jets suck. And Carl, just for you, I'm wearing my John Elway throwback jersey for the Broncos. Let's rock.
Ooh-wee. Just for Carl today, a little trash talk early in the morning. Gotta love it. All right, well, if you're watching on YouTube
today.
It's a shame that Denver's running game is going to be more slower than the platypus, and the platypus is actually a special on at John Elway Steakhouse, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow. Okay.
Let's go, Jason Stridham.
Platypus? I didn't know that. All right, let's talk.
Is a platypus cut?
Yeah, I don't know if we ever talked about a platypus here on the podcast. So there we go. It's the
Was
first
that
time
a
for
special at the
everything.
Lone Star too?
All right, well, do us a solid if you're watching on YouTube. Give us a like, throw a comment in there, subscribe to the channel. Little things stopping you from doing it. Big things popping for us when you do, so we appreciate you. If you're looking for some championship bling for your fantasy champion, look no further than Pro-Am Belt. And if you're going to do some daily fantasy, go to the Fast Strap app, use the promo code TSS. We'll double that deposit up to $50. And in a little bit, we're going to give you some DFS lineups to hopefully win you some money today. All right, well, we got to talk about injuries first. And what a crazy way for Bo Nix to get hurt last week. I know I wanted to bring Brian in to talk about it. So let's hear from Brian from the Injured List podcast.
It's time to get your latest NFL injury updates with Brian from the Injured List podcast. The doctor is in.
What's up? Good morning, Brian. How are you this morning, my friend?
I'm good. I'm good. Speaking of platypus, that's a medical condition, actually. I think a lot of the 49ers may have suffered from that due to that electrical substation that's like located right next to their practice facility, which, man, they got to do something about that. They actually spread it to Jimmy Butler. He tore his ACL while a couple of 49ers were in, Cleveland watching the game or whatever there. So, or I should say,
Justin, you're on mute.
Watched a couple of games.
But don't
games, so yeah, he probably knows the electrical substation.
Good news is platypus is not a terminal condition. It can be treated. So anyway, as far as Bo Nix is concerned, interesting stuff. Apparently, that's like the third time he's fractured that ankle playing football. I'm not exactly sure when the other injuries were, but there's a lot of discrepancy about when the actual injury occurred, whether it was when he actually took the knee as they were running out the clock, or if it was a couple of plays before that while he was scrambling to try and keep the play alive. Either way, the injury occurred and he had surgery pretty quickly. And they're saying already now he's out 12 weeks minimum. So no football activities, nothing that can put stress on that ankle for 12 weeks. Now, they've also said that he's 4 weeks where he's going to be on crutches, non-weight bearing. What that tells me is that he is actually probably more of a ligamentous type injury rather than the fracture being the issue. There's a couple of surgeries that we do to help stabilize the ankle where there is a fracture involved, but you're really primarily addressing the ligament instability that has occurred because of the injury. And it sounds to me that's more likely what occurred. And so he's going to be on crutches 4 weeks. He'll probably be watching from the booth today, not down on the sideline. But long term, this should not affect his availability. It should not affect his performance. He should be able to make a full recovery. In fact, he should be back in fairly enough time for off-season workouts and whatnot. Yes, Justin, you have a question with your hand raised.
I got a question here because we all remember Terrell Owens played on a fractured ankle in the Super Bowl. And more recently, Fred Warner played a full season last year on a fractured ankle. What's the little gray area there which Bo Nix could have played if there was a chance, or was it just like a fracture that was just not going to be able to work with him?
No, I think they knew right away that this was a fracture or some type of soft tissue injury, like I said, with the ligaments that rendered his ankle very unstable right out the gate. I don't think there was any question that he was going to be allowed to play. I think they knew immediately that he was done for the year as soon as they got him back and did their x-rays or whatever test they did to confirm it. It's not so much the fact that it's a fracture. There's a lot to do with where it is, what part of the ankle, what soft tissue potentially is involved. You hear the term fracture is kind of just a generic term. It's not very specific. There are a lot of different injuries like that can happen in and around the ankle joint that can cause other problems, namely stability of the ankle, and that's probably what he had. I can almost guarantee that the surgery he had was probably more akin to like what Tua had in college, where they did the tightrope procedure to stabilize that ankle. And you can do that type of surgery in injuries to the ankle that have fractures or don't have fractures. The timeline that they're describing is very similar to that timeline as far as recovery goes. And that's actually the hardest part of it, this whole thing. It's not what injury he had and the surgery they did, it's the recovery, because 4 weeks off of it, no football activities for 3 months. That takes a toll conditioning wise, getting back on the field and doing stuff. So it's going to take him time, even though 3 months is no football activity, he'll be doing rehab during that time. But until he actually steps on the field and does anything strenuous to that ankle, it's going to be 12 weeks. So.
Wow, that's crazy, man. Yeah. Well, bad luck for the Broncos. Maybe good luck for the Patriots, but you never know. Might be that backup miracle Sunday. Never know. So we'll talk about that in a little bit.
It's crazy. The last couple teams standing here are the teams that I highlighted on my very intricate, very detailed AI-generated graph just a few weeks ago on the show, if you remember, because it was so memorable. You got the Rams. You got the Seahawks, you got the Patriots, and the Broncos are all, some of the teams that were very least affected by injuries during the course of the season. Here we are, last kind of few teams standing. Unfortunately for the Broncos, they took a hit to their star quarterback at the worst possible time. However, However, a lot of reports and a lot of coaches have come out and said Stidham is the man. If you want to back up in there, Stidham is the man. So they have a fighting chance still.
We shall see today. It'll be interesting. It'll be an interesting game for sure. All right, Brian. Everyone go follow Brian at the Injured List Podcast everywhere on social media. And of course, right here on That Sports Podcast Network. Brian, we appreciate you. Hopefully we'll see you at Super Bowl if we can get you on, and we'll do a little Super Bowl injury update if we can.
Sounds good.
All right. Appreciate you, brother. We'll see him out with our friends from NeuroGuard Plus.
Dr. Michael Hutchison has harnessed the latest in neuromuscular dentistry and impact technology to develop a mouthguard that does more than protect. It enhances. NeuroGuard Plus isn't just a mouthguard. By focusing on the jaw's physiological position, it provides an added layer of neuroprotection, significantly reducing the risk of sports-related neurological injuries. All athletes should be using a custom mouthguard designed to their bite position. NeuroGuard Plus was created as a means to maintain your physiological jaw position regardless of your bite. The appliance is designed to optimize your upper-lower jaw relationship to improve your strength, your balance, your oxygen intake, and drastically lower your chance of a concussion. Independent studies have shown that the NeuroGuard Plus will provide you with improvement to both upper and lower body strength. The same improvements were not present with a common mouthguard. Over 6,500 athletes have used the NeuroGuard Plus. Dr. Hutchison is happy to say that the amount of diagnosed concussions is 0.2%. The NeuroGuard Plus offers athletes, coaches, and parents an advantage to keep their players safe on the field. If you or your child actively participates in athletics, they need to be protected from the dangers of repetitive head trauma. Get your NeuroGuard Plus mouthguard today. Click on the link and use code ILP Sports for 10% discount on your purchase.
All right, let's see what's up with today's weather.
It's time to get your real-time NFL weather report from TSS Fantasy.
All right, weather report today, New England at Denver. It does say 16 degrees and likely snow for this matchup today, which should make it fun. Although it does say 2% also, so I don't know, 2% and likely snow, whatever. Winds at 8 miles an hour as well. So there's your weather report for the AFC Championship. And for the NFC Championship, LA at the Seahawks, 37 degrees, mostly cloudy, and winds are just 1 mile an hour. So pretty good conditions there. Make things interesting. All right, Eric's not on yet this morning, or maybe not be on at all. So let's just get to it and do some DFS lineups.
All right, brothers and sisters, get ready to get your ultimate DFS roster set with TSS Fantasy.
Got to always check to see who was the winner and who was the loser. Let's go with the winner first. Let's see who it was.
That's right, motherfuckers. No more making fun of my fourth place finishes. I'm the man now. Fred Bend the Knee Clown.
116.4. Greg takes it for the divisional round. Good job, my friend. Kenneth Walker, big pickup after the Charbonnet. Charbonnet went down. Damn, I meant to ask Brian about Charbonnet too, about him going into next year. My fault. That was the other reason I meant to have him on, but there you go. And some other good ones, DJ Moore as well. So good job, my friend. Now, of course, it's time to see who was last week's loser.
I was so bad last week, the crowd wanted me back again. Don't worry, I will not bore you with my jokes. My DFS lineups are funny enough. I was so bad last week, the crowd wanted me back again. Don't worry, I will not bore you with my jokes. My DFS lineups are funny enough. I was so bad last week, the crowd...
That's why he didn't show up this week.
That was on accident, but as I was playing it, I was like, that actually kind of is fitting. So yeah, 76.7. It's kind of tough now that we're getting to 4 games and all that. So, it is what it is, but Good job, Fred. Way to go. Back to back. After being the season king, you are now the postseason queen. All right, here we go. Let's see who else is up. Carl, you're up next there with 95.3. Talk about I'm not talking about, my bad. You also had Kenneth Walker in there, of course, looked good. Patriots D was big last week. Defense has actually scored pretty good last week all the way around. So good job there. Justin following up there with 92 points. Caleb Williams saving the day. And then again, Patriots D, 19 points is always good. I'm following up with 82.6. Matt Stafford. Yeah, whatever. Jalen Hill sucked, Meg, 81.2. I guess we shouldn't really talk about our failures, right? And Ledoux with 80 points. So yeah, it wasn't a good week all the way around, but Greg at least saved the day. All right, my friend, talk about this week your ultimate DFS lineup.
Man, I'm not used to going first, man. This is weird for me. Well, I went and spent my money on the two top receivers that are left. So I went with JSN and Puka Nacua, and I went with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford, I think, is going to have a good game. He's played against the Seattle defense before. He knows the tendency, so I'm going with him again. I went back in the well with R.J. Harvey and Kenneth Walker. No Zach Charbonnet. Kenneth Walker is going to get the majority of the carries. And since all my money was spent on those two top wide receivers, I was left with Shaheed and Boutte. I think Boutte will have a good game against that Denver Bronco defense, even though I think Surtain won't be following him. And what I had left, I had to go with Parkinson at tight end, which I think would be a good option for Stafford. And I went with that Broncos D. Yeah, Carl. I think the Broncos D are going to give Derek May some issues this week, especially with the weather the way it's going to be. I think the Broncos D step up.
Okay, we'll see. Carl, what say you of your ultimate DFS lineup?
So I've gone back to the well again with Matthew Stafford. He hasn't really put foot wrong for me. The running back position, Kenneth Walker, did really well for me last week, so I'm back on him again. I've gone with Travion Henderson. Now, one thing I knew about this is that Denver don't give up a lot in the running game when it comes to going up the middle, up the gut, but outside zone is their weak spot. Travion Henderson is going to need to be on the outside in order to get points in this one. Receivers, Puka Nacua, obviously he's Matthew Stafford's go-to guy. I've gone for Stephon Diggs for the Patriots. I think he's going to be in the slot, and he's going to be Drake May's main target. And I'm also going to go for a Broncos receiver, Pat Bryant. He has shred his red non-contact jersey, which means he is good to go to play. He was a big, big help. And also, he was Jared Stidham's main go-to guy in preseason, just to clarify that. Flex, I've gone back with Hunter Henry again. Or he had a bit of a duff performance last week, but this is more in his favor. I've gone with AJ Barner, the tight end out of Seattle, which is a bit of a risk. But I've also gone with the Patriots defensive special teams because they've performed so well for over the last 2 weeks, and now they're playing another backup quarterback. So why the hell not?
I like it. Justin, what say you? Talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
Oh man, do I have to? Matthew Stafford, easy one. Probably the best quarterback still available. Ramondre Stevenson, I just love what he's getting touches wise. He's starting out touch Travion Henderson pretty easily. Kenneth Walker, I mean, that dude's just an animal. And now with Charbonnet gone, I mean, just tune him up. Try and get him next year in your fantasy leagues. Kayshon Boutte at flex. That catch was unfreaking real. That catch itself should have boosted him up $1,000, but it didn't. So thank you. And then I went with another wide receiver from Patriots. Pop Douglas has been popping off every now and then. And this, if this game turns south really quickly, this could easily be a game where everybody starts to chow down. So I'll take a shot on Pop Douglas at 3,600. Puka Nacua, JSN, that allows me to get those two guys, which is money because every Rams Seattle game has been just lightning. It's just been a phenomenal game. So you want to get both those guys in there. And then I went with tight end Austin Hooper. It's interesting. The Patriots always find a way to get this guy somehow involved. And if this guy just gets one touchdown, he's already beaten that 2,500 tag right there. And then finishing off with the Patriots defense, because unlike the Broncos, I don't think Jarrett Stidham is much. And I know Carl is having flashbacks to Nick Foles, but I don't think it's going to be that way, bro. Don't worry.
I don't think he's sweating it that much. All right, here we go with mine with Sam Darnold. Rams can be had in the secondary, so that was kind of why I went there with Sammy. Kenneth Walker as well. Obviously, we know Zach Charbonnet going to see a ton of carries. Ramondre Stevenson. Denver showed a little bit chink in the armor on the run defense last week as well, so should see, like you said, he sees a lot of volume. Booty, same reason that you had mentioned, that catch last week. Definitely should have started him up as far as price is concerned. Oops, my bad. Also, Devonta Adams, so that way I get a little bit into that game, because I feel like, this might be one of the higher scoring games today. Hunter Henry, well, there's only two, so I guess, it's better than the other one. Hunter Henry against Denver, they've all season have been that's been one chink in their armor as far as their defense is concerned, is at the tight end. They're 21st against tight ends. Travion Henderson, just got to light the excitement. The way he could just take it to the house at any time. So a little screen pass here or there would be awesome to see Travion on the field. And like everyone's saying, Patriots D, why not going against Stidham? I mean, it just makes sense. All right, Meg, let's talk about your ultimate DFS lineup.
Yeah, I had a shocker last week, to be fair, but hopefully better this week. I have kind of stuck with my guns a little bit on that Patriots side. Gone with Drake May in at quarterback. I think that, like you just mentioned, the Denver defense showed a little bit of flaws last week, and I do think that Drake May can get us some good points. Stacking that with Ramondre Stevenson, again, I mean, I feel like it's maybe been about 7 weeks in a row I've picked this guy. I just have a lot of faith in him. I think it seems to go either Henderson or Stevenson each week, whichever one seems to just get the points. So I'm sticking with that risk and going with Stevenson again. RJ Harvey at Denver, again, another player that I've been high on all season. I think he is going to have to get involved this week big time. None of us really know. We don't have enough data on Stidham in playoffs and championships. So I think that his offense are going to have to do a lot to make sure those points go on the board. Same over there with Torrey Franklin and Cortland Sutton. It's going to be an interesting game, this one. I'm really, really excited for this. The game of the week for me, obviously. There's only two to pick from, but definitely think it's going to be an interesting one. Devontae Adams, for all the reasons that we've already said. Again, the man's on fire right now. And so I'm excited to see what he can do today. Obviously, I had to go in for some big names. I've gone for Jackson Smith and Jigba for Seahawks, because do we need to even say a reason? Like, the guy's unbelievable. And Hunter Henry, like Carl said, I think he'll get more involved this week. I was a little bit disappointed in him last week and the points that he put up, but I think this week he's going to be getting back on form. He has to. It's, all to play for. And then Rams defense, initially I'd gone for Seahawks, but my budget was a little bit stretched, so we've taken it down to the Rams, and I don't think they're too bad. I don't think it's any defense at this point is too risky. So yeah, give me the Rams for the defense.
Yeah, with only 4 options, it's getting kind of close as far as defense is concerned. Here's LeDuc's lineup, although he's not here, so Drake pretty much the same as most of everybody on here. Does have Murphy on there, though, at receiver. A little bit of a change there, and Parkinson at tight end. Here's what Fred's got. He's also got Sam Darnold in there. He went with Kyron Williams. Not a lot of people put him today, so Fred also got Sutton in there as well. So it's pretty much only differences in Fred's lineup. So there we go. All right, let's get to it. It is Championship Sunday. Let's get to our picks.
Will TSS Fantasy pick the right teams to win this week?
Outlook not good.
All right, here we go. Talking about last week. Let's see how we did with division picks. Oh, good. Carl, Leduc, Greg, and Meg all at 3-1. Justin and I at 2-2, and there is Fred. The reason
That's
why
why
we don't
he
see
ain't
him
show
this
up.
morning, 1-3.
He
Just
sucked
rough.
in DFS and he sucked in his picks. That's why he didn't show up this week.
He did indeed.
Look
We
at
got
Greg
a lot of-
over here. Greg's going hard on this one.
He's like, he
man.
didn't
It's a different
fill up.
game.
All right, so right now Leduc in the lead at 8-2, Meg right behind one game, and the rest of us all sit at 6-4. So let's see how we make out here in the championship round. Let's start with New England at Denver. Denver leads this overall series 31-24. Last time they played regular season was in 2023. New England won 26-23. Broncos lead the playoff series 4-1. They played in the 87 division round, the 2006 division round, and the 2012 division round was New England. That was the one they won 41-7. The rest, they also in championship 2014 championship, Denver won 26-16, and in the 2016 AFC championship, Denver won 26-16. So there we go. And AFC championships, Denver's 2-0. The line today, though, is 4.5. The over-under is 43.5. Justin, who wins today and why?
I'm just going to go with the Patriots. I mean, like I said, I know Carl is having those flashbacks to when Nick Foles kicked his ass, and he's starting to quiver a little bit. He's not showing it on camera. He's a professional. He's not showing it on camera, but he turns his head every once in a while to bite his tongue. Maybe his finger too. I don't know. We got to see the indents on there. But I'm gonna go with the Patriots because I've seen Jarrett Stidham play. He's nothing special. He's never been anything special. And I think this is just a team of destiny at this point. I hate to say that about the Patriots being a team of destiny, but it just seems like it at this point. Mike Vrabel's a hell of a coach. That's all I'm gonna say. And everybody who passed up on him, you're seeing why you're stupid right now.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely just threw up in my mouth a little, though. All right, Meg, what say you? Who wins this one and why?
If you'd asked me this 3 weeks ago, even a week ago, I would have been all about Denver. But knowing what we know now, and even taking the Bo Nix injury out of it and looking at that flaws in the defense that we've spoken about last week, I would be picking the Patriots, and I am picking the Patriots. I think that Drake May has made some fatal errors in the playoff games. We've seen that he's capable of making mistakes, but he's young, and his offense and his defense, to be fair, have stepped up and managed to make sure that it doesn't end their run. So give me the Patriots. Let's fingers crossed in terms of DFS that Ramondre Stevenson, Drake May, and Hunter Henry can get me some points this week because I can't be fourth again. But let's go for those Patriots. I definitely think they can do it this week.
Love it. Southern Root Show says we love you, Meg. Love it. All right, Greg, who wins today and why? We're going to save Carl for last.
You know, I was home the other day and I was watching the NFL Network, and they were replaying that AFC Championship game where the Patriots lost 20-18 to Peyton Manning and that Bronco defense. And I think it happens again this week. I think the defense comes through. Stidham doesn't have to have a great game. He just doesn't have to mess it up. And Sean Payton is a great coach, and I hate the goddamn Patriots. So that's the reason why I'm going with the Broncos. I can't stand the Patriots, Carl. I hate the Patriots, Carl. I'm sorry, Carl. The ghost of John Elway, Terrell Davis, they're coming today.
He said the ghost of John Elway. John Elway's alive.
I know that, man. I'm just saying on the football field, bro. The football field.
John Elway's alive. What the hell are you talking about?
Clip
You
that.
want to promote a ghost reference? The ghost of Demarius Thomas is
You
coming
meant
for
the
you.
spirit. The spirit.
Just stay with me. Just stay with me. The Broncos are winning today. Pulling up the upset, and Stidham will be up there with Hostetler and Foles as backup quarterbacks to get their team to the Super Bowl.
Ooh, Carl, your time to respond. Who wins today and why?
Well, obviously, I'm taking my team to win. I'm not worried about what Stidham won't be able to do. I'm more worried about what the Broncos defense can do. This is all going to come down to, can our offensive line hold up? And can Drake May not hold on to the ball like a loaf of bread? He's been practicing his ball security all week. We'll have to see what happens there. And people have also been saying about the altitude, it can be a bit of a problem, 5,200 feet above sea level. So a lot of people said, oh, you need to be there for a few days to get acclimatized to the weather. Not necessarily. So this is by a sports company called Rum. Teams should travel to altitude either immediately before a competition, within 18 to 47 hours to avoid the worst effects of altitude sickness, or at least 10 to 14 days in advance to allow for proper acclimation. Arriving 2 to 4 days before the event should be avoided, as this is when physical performance is often at its lowest. New England touchdown in Denver, 6:30 last night. They are in that 18 to 47 hour time frame. So, but the Jags done the same and they beat their asses. So
that's true.
So yeah, I'm taking New England.
It don't matter, Carl. They're still going down.
So we only got Fred and Greg. I was hoping
the Stooges picking the
Broncos. The two guys that were usually down at the bottom during the season for picks going for the Broncos today. Oh my goodness. I don't see them losing at all. So
I just had a message from
I
someone.
gotta respect that because that's some hate for real right there. Like
It's
they're at
hate,
least sticking
baby.
to the NFC or the AFC East hate. Jason's over here
Justin,
like I just want to win this.
it's
man. I
like
don't
an
care.
abusive relationship. For years, they've been whooping on us and whooping on. And just Jason, I'm ashamed of you because you're a Dolphins fan. You know, bro, we cannot pick the Patriots, bro.
It's not like my pick does not affect the outcome. So I just feel like who cares?
Yeah, they've been felt to ask for.
Yeah, it's right. In Buffalo, it just is what it is. By the way, Eric commented in here. He says computer was having some fucking up this morning. So we're on Stiddy, 15 rush yards. Benito and Milton Williams get sacks. Broncos and Patriots both punt on first possession, plus 300. JSN 100 yards. And he also says he's now taking Broncos because all the hosts are on.
I'm telling you, look at Vegas, baby. Vegas is telling
Love
the story.
it. Thank you, Eric. Appreciate you.
Vegas knows how to rope in the incompetent people.
What are you trying to say, Carl? What are you trying to say?
All right. Eat right meals. Appreciate you with the great breakdown.
Guys, I just had a message from one of the viewers who's watching right now. Shout out to John, who messaged me saying, "Did Juice just kill Elway live on YouTube?"
He totally did. The ghost of John.
The ghost of John Elway.
Anything happens? If we get any breaking news about John Elway's murder, we know who it was at least.
Jay, that's got to be a clip for next. That's got to be Juice's clip for next year.
The ghost of John Elway.
All right, let's get to the NFC Championship. The Rams at Seahawks. Seahawks lead the series 29-28. They split the season series this year, 38-37 in overtime. Seattle won, and Rams won 21-19. Playoff series, the Rams 2-0 over the Seahawks. 2005 wild card, Rams won 27-20. And in the 2021 wild card, Rams won 30-20. Did I say 27-20? Yeah, 30-20. There we go. Seattle is favored by 2.5. Over under here is 46.5. Meg, who you like in this one?
Give me that Seahawks team all day here. I feel like I've been really harsh on the Rams this season. I don't really know why. Thank you for that. I don't really know why I've got such a bee in my bonnet chip on my shoulder about the Rams. I actually don't, because we beat them. But I can't back them. I don't know what it is. It's like I see the Rams and I'm like, nah, count them out. And it's massively unfair because Matthew Stafford is incredible and you've got some absolute weapons on that team, but I just can't back them. So, yeah, I don't hate them. I'm not, we're not at Aaron Rodgers level hate for the Rams yet, but like we're there. It's on the doorstep. So give me the Seahawks, and I think that defense is going to be incredible, like, as per usual, and JSN's going to go off.
Yeah, that defense has been great all season long, no doubt about that. Carl, do you have any bees in your bonnet for this game?
I'm looking forward to this game. I booked half day off work tomorrow, so I can actually stay out to watch this game properly. I'm torn. I'm so torn between this. On one hand, I think Seattle have done an amazing job, and also their defensive coordinator is also British, so I might have a bit of a soft spot for the Seattle Seahawks to do that. However, when you have got Matthew Stafford at quarterback with Puka Nacua and a first ballot Hall of Fame and Devontae Adams at your receiver position, this is going to come down to one person and one person only. Sam Darnold. Is he going to elevate his team, and is he going to rise above the occasion? If he does, we could be in for a cracking game like we had on the second go around. Fuck it, give me Seattle. Give me Seattle.
All righty. Love it. Greg, what say you this game?
Meg, I feel you on the Rams because that's how I feel about the Patriots. I just can't pick them. I can't. But it's hate. That's hate. I'm going with the Rams, man. I just can't go against Stafford. I can't go against Puka. I can't go against Devontae. And the Rams defense, this is their third time playing this team. So they know each other. They know the ins and outs. They know what they're going to call. They know all the audibles. They know everything. And it comes down, like Carl said, it comes down to Sam Darnold and Matt Stafford. And I'm going to trust the MVP of this season and the guy that's won a Super Bowl already. And I'm going to go with Matt Stafford and the Rams. I just think McVay and the Rams find a way to pull it out. So give me the Rams.
I like it. Thank you, Mole56. Nice to see you as well. Fred, of course, his alarm didn't go off, but he wanted to let us know he picked the Rams.
Man, get out of here, man. Nobody don't care.
All right, Justin, I know this pick really probably had to suck for you, but what say you? Who do you think wins?
See, I like how you started with Meg, because Meg was like, I have nothing against the Rams, because I would have gone straight to me next, but you let me stir it up. You let it really boil in my blood, because I do fucking hate the Rams, but I hate the Seahawks too. I mean, both these teams can really go piss up a rope for all I care. And to be honest with you, I would love for this game to have an earthquake and for the fucking earth to split open and them to all fall into it.
Do you know what makes this worse, Justin? Let's just say we beat Denver and you've got now the Seattle Rams go. 49ers can't win either way, because either Seattle wins the Super Bowl, the Rams win the Super Bowl, or the Patriots go 2 clear of you in Super Bowl wins.
No, I mean, listen, at this point, I can be a dynasty that admires another dynasty over watching either of these two teams win another fucking Super Bowl, because the stats are going to be insane. The people that I have to deal with on a regular basis that don't know anything about football pre-2012 because they weren't even fans of these shit fucking organizations pre-2012 is insane. It's insane the gall that these people have. And I'm over here just going like, oh my God, I've seen 3 Super Bowls and I haven't been able to see one win. What the fuck is going on? Anyways, back to it. Meg, I do hate the fucking Rams, but I'm going to tell you this. The Seahawks, when they play the Rams, they get exposed. And that's because Puka Nacua is Puka, I can catch anything in the era. Because that dude, literally, you put the ball up, and that dude's going to come down with it. I want to see the interception rate when targeting Puka Nacua. It's probably 0.0 at this point, because that guy goes and catches everything. Matthew Stafford, for all I've given him grief, he's had a great career. I don't think he's an amazing legend, because this season, he has everything. Nobody wants to say that, but Devontae Adams and Puka Nacua, ooh. But anyways, I'm gonna go with the Rams, because honestly, the Seahawks, they were impressive last week, but I mean, anybody was gonna be impressive against that hospital of a team. Like, they have to send literally a thank you card, a Christmas card to that electrical substation over there that's poisoning my boys, because it's fucking ridiculous. And you know what? I wouldn't even be on this point. I wouldn't even like go about this conspiracy unless it was the fact that ever since they moved to Santa Clara, in that building, they have never been this injured before. Look it up. The stats from, I think it's like 2013 is when they got there to now is fucking insane with the amount of injuries they've had.
Shouldn't have moved from Candlestick Park.
I totally agree. The unfortunate part is that place was literally going to get torn apart by any type of earthquake in California. That thing was incredibly unstable. It was what I'm saying here with the whole tear apart. It was going to be like the Dark Knight Rises when he fucking blows up. Any type of earthquake was going to be like literally concaving in, and people were going to be dead. And yeah, so go Rams. I can't believe I just said that.
I mean,
it's time to go get a bar of soap.
This is why for 4 fucking games the show's still a fucking hour long.
Hey, people still tune in to come watch this shit.
I'm gonna go Seahawks. Just like the defense, a little better playing at home. I think Sam Darnold's gotten over his little whatever that was in big games. I think he pulls through, and they're going to the Super Bowl on the NFC side. All righty. Well, we're going to close things out. Don't forget to wake up with us on Super Bowl Sunday morning. What?
No cartoon?
I am. You guys let me chill. Like, let me spit out what I need to say, and then I was going to play it. Damn. Don't forget to wake up with us Super Bowl Sunday morning. We'll have some chefs on to give you some food tips. Also Shay Hollins, who's an LA designer for on TV and for the NFL as well. She's going to give us some party ideas also. And of course, we'll give you some DFS lineups and then our usual TSS fantasy fun as well. So make sure you tune in Super Bowl Sunday morning. Wake up with us at 8 a.m. We will close things out with our Sunday morning cartoon. Glad everyone is enjoying it enough to bring it up. Let's do it. Get your cereal bowls out. Let's get it.
When evil threatens my football Sunday, Commissioner Cooper sends me his super friends to save the day.
Meanwhile, at the Hall of Justice.
Got the Los Angeles Rams invading Seattle to stop the Seahawks Super Bowl run. Let's get them some quarterback help. This town is so gross. Always raining, coffee sucks, and their Seahawks are the biggest pretenders in the playoffs. Slam those Rams with Sam Darnold. Sam has shaken off the ghosts of football past and will be leading his team to San Francisco after today.
Boston Tea Party Batman! The Broncos want to stop the Patriots from their Super Bowl run. I know they don't deserve it, but let's get them some running back help.
These so-called Patriots have been to the Super Bowl so many times it makes me sick. I'll be sure to buck their advancement with some elite defense today. Alfred, let's send in Ramondre Stevenson. He's been getting the carries, and the Broncos have shown some weakness in the run game. He will do his job.
Running to Seattle where the Rams aren't sleeping on the Seahawks Super Bowl run. Let's rain on the Rams parade with some receiver help.
Botox and fake tans won't be enough to defeat us. The only thing that get rammed is their bums on the team bus. Let's ram that Seahawk with Devontae Adams. The Seahawks will have a lot of attention on Puka, which makes Adams a prime target today.
I'm here in Denver where the Patriots are invading to stop their Broncos Super Bowl run. Already down their star quarterback, let's get them some tight end help.
Fans must be high if they think their Broncos have any chance against me today. We will be marching on to San Francisco after this thumping. Let's give that Patriot some Evang Engram, a big target for Stidham who will need all the help he can get against the Patriots defense.
That's right, kids. Use the power of knowledge and go have a super win in fantasy football today.
Their mission, to fight injustice, to right that which is wrong, and to serve all mankind.
Yeah, see, I realized I screwed up doing the cartoon this week because I wanted to do each different team, and I realized at the end I was like, "Damn, I got the Broncos, a tight end. Oh my god, that was awful." Bad fantasy advice. What's
Something
that?
that always gets me is that Aquaman has the Flash emblem on his chest every single time. It always gets me. I always pop.
I never even noticed. That's funny. It's probably because that's the last one I do after the Flash one, so it probably just keeps it in there. That's hilarious. All right, like I said, wake up with us on Super Bowl Sunday morning at 8 a.m. We appreciate you. Good luck to your teams today, if they are gracious enough to get this far. Oh, I just want to be here one day.
Me too.
All right. Just one time, please. All right, we appreciate all of you. We'll see you Super Bowl morning, and we are out.